Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth episode of History Hoppers, where we're going to talk about another hidden gem in the state of Washington. So, Nivya, what are we going to talk about today?
We will be talking about Leavenworth. It's a Bavarian themed town located in the state of Washington in the United States.
Interesting. So, you must have seen a lot of videos talking about the beauty of Leavenworth in the modern times, but have you ever wondered about the history of this Bavarian town? Well, if you have, this video is for you, and if you haven't, well, check the video out for yourself and see if it fascinates you. So, Nivya, what's so special about this town and how to exactly get there?
Yeah, so Leavenworth is well known for its German inspired architecture, festivals, and alpine setting. It is nestled in Cascade Mountains and it is about 2 hours east of Seattle by car. In Leavenworth, you will find beer gardens, pretzels, and shops selling cuckoo clocks and lederhosen. The area offers hiking, river rafting, skiing, and mountain biking year round. Well, uh, in winter, it transforms into a snowy holiday village with lights, rides, and a Christmas market.
Very interesting. Okay, before we dive into the historical significance of town, let me make few things clear for my viewers and understand how town looks like right now. So, what does the term Bavarian means? Tell us more about it.
Yeah, yeah. Bavarian refers to Bavaria. It's a region in southern Germany. So, in nearly every detail, Leavenworth emulates this region in its cultural and architectural style, from building codes to signage fonts. Leavenworth today looks like a storybook alpine village straight out of southern Germany, with colorful facades, hand painted murals, timber framed buildings, flower boxes on windows, and charming cobblestone style sidewalks, all nestled beneath dramatic mountain peaks. The population of this small town was estimated to be 2,263 in 2020, and it attracts over a million tourists every year. Some of the year round events are Oktoberfest, that runs from September to October every year. There's big celebration with beer, music, and parades. Then they have Christmas lighting festival in December, where the entire town sparkles with lights, caroling, and rides. And then there's this May Fest, which occurs in May, uh, where people celebrate spring with dancing, flowers, and folk traditions.
Very interesting. Okay, so is there any specific reason or influence behind the designs of these town shops and homes?
Yes, so Leavenworth's Bavarian design was a deliberate and strategic transformation rooted in economic survival and inspired by alpine European villages. So, when and where did it begin? So, in the early 1960s, two visionary residents, Ted Price and Bob Rogers, visited Solvang. This is a small town in California that had reinvented itself with Danish style architecture and culture, turning it into a tourist attraction. Inspired by its success, they asked, what if Leavenworth became a Bavarian village? With that resolution, in 1962, community leaders approached the University of Washington Bureau of Community Development looking for ways to save the dying town of Leavenworth. So, out of this idea came the idea to use the town's beautiful natural surroundings and a Bavarian theme to attract visitors to the area. Well, do you know one of the most remarkable aspects of this entire project is that it was funded entirely with private money. It was driven by passionate individuals who risked everything to transform this town into a stunning place which it is today.
Okay, uh, how old is the town and who inhabited it in past times?
Mhm. So, long before European American settlers arrived, the area around present day Leavenworth was home to indigenous people, primarily the Wenatchee and other interior Salish tribes, who lived along the Wenatchee River and surrounding valleys, fishing, hunting, and trading. So, if we look at the timeline, in 1885, a settlement called Icicle Flats was established where Leavenworth now stands. It began as a small logging and gold mining camp. In 1892, the Great Northern Railway arrived, and the town became a key location for timber and railroad operations. In 1906, the town was officially incorporated as Leavenworth, named after Charles Leavenworth, a Portland based land investor who surveyed the site and laid its streets.
Hmm. Okay. And has the village like always looked this way?
No, it hasn't. So the transformation of Leavenworth from a rugged logging town to a Bavarian themed alpine village is one of the most remarkable town reinventions in the US. So if we talk about the comparison, back then when it was a logging town, the architecture was plain, utilitarian wood structures were there. And today it's Bavarian style, it's ornate Bavarian chalets. If you talk about the streets, back then you had dirt or basic paved roads. These days you have decorative cobblestone style walkways. Back then, the economy was run by logging and railroad operation. Modern times, it's tourism, wine, retail, hospitality, outdoor recreation. Back then, the atmosphere was rough, declining, and industrial. Today, it is so cheerful, themed, alpine, and cultural. Back then, they had basic English signs and as signages, and today they have German fonts, themed names, etc. So, this is how, in different ways, the town has transformed.
Incredible. It's a very beautiful town. So, what was the village known for back then? I mean, how did it prosper and what sustains its economy now?
Yeah, that's a great question. So back then, Leavenworth was originally known as a logging boom town. It was a major railroad stop for the Great Northern Railway. The site of it was also a site of the second largest sawmill in Washington state at the time. It prospered back then due to, first, abundant timber resources from the surrounding Cascade Mountains that powered a thriving lumber industry. Second, the arrival of the Great Northern Railway in 1892 turned Leavenworth into a transportation and supply hub. However, in 1920s, the Great Northern Railway relocated its switching station and the town started to decline. To further its demise, the sawmill also shut down. With no major industry left, Leavenworth suffered decades of economic stagnation. So, in by by 1950s, Leavenworth was struggling economically. The logging industry had collapsed, the railroad rerouted, businesses were closing, people were moving away, and then the whole idea of transforming this town into a Bavarian themed village came up, as I touched upon previously, and it began to thrive again. So, if we talk about modern times, today its economy is sustained by tourism, hospitality industry, outdoor recreation, wine and craft beverage industry. Leavenworth is part of Washington's thriving wine and cider scene, festival and events economy. So all these, small businesses bring major revenue to local businesses.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thanks a lot for sharing that. So, I would highly encourage my viewers to visit this beautiful town, and I would like to know, like, what are the other must-see spots near the town to explore the history of this area?
Absolutely. To explore the rich history of Leavenworth from its native roots and logging past to its Bavarian transformation, here are the must see spots that bring the story to life. So, the first one is Greater Leavenworth Museum. Second, Great Northern and Cascade Railway or Miniature Railroad Museum. Then you have Icicle Gorge Trail and Icicle Creek Valley. There's Leavenworth historic walking tours that happen all the time. They provide all the historical information and take you to places in Leavenworth. Last but not least is the Leavenworth Nutcracker Museum.
Hmm, I see. That's amazing. I've been to this town myself, and I must say it's like amazing. It's like very, very beautiful towns. Okay, I think that's all from our side. So I hope you guys have learned something useful today. And if you have, then please like, share, and subscribe our video. And we'll see you next time with another hidden gem somewhere in the world. See you. Bye bye.